Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Doppler IOTA. I am your host, Ike, and today's discussion will be about something, a bit of a hot button topic. Maybe not as much anymore. It was a bit of a hot button topic around the 2016 election, but it's still kind of prevalent and it's still a discussion in the cultural going on in the cultural zeitgeist. And it's a discussion on psychographics. Now, although you might not know what psychographics means, I'm almost certain you've heard of it. Psychographics is basically an algorithm for psychology. It's in the name, and using it as a means to discern the thought processes of the people who are using it. And basically, it's used in a lot of social media to ascertain the kind of individual using said social media platform. Facebook's done it, Google's done it, several big tech companies have done it, and they've been even brought before Congress, or and I know I'm not entirely certain, to testify for using this name because there some groups consider it like an information weapon. Now, as normally I talk about the middle ground on a lot of issues, and psychographics is one of those things that's pretty much unilaterally hated. Like everyone, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on. But psychographics might be, the way I view psychographics is how I view guns, kind of. It's like, yeah, ideally you wouldn't want them around, but right now we're at the point of no return. They're already in circulation. If you try to stop people from getting guns, yeah, you'll make it harder for good people to not get guns, but bad people with their connections and doing illegal stuff are still going to figure out a way to get guns. So same thing with psychographics. Yes, it's been used to radicalize people, but that's the taking it away or preventing companies from utilizing it won't stop the people who have already been radicalized by psychographics from being radicalized. They've already been radicalized, which is why I kind of view it as in a way of like, if we use it for bad, we can also then again use it for good. We can use it to de-radicalize people. It's kind of like nuclear energy. Nuclear energy, yes, the first use of radiation. Well, no, Madame Curie used it to try and just like, she was the first person to use it, and it was for scientific purposes. But the first actual use of it was the Manhattan Project and Big Boy and then the Enola Gay and all that stuff. But eventually we've used it for radiology. That might be the best way we can actually address climate change, by switching to like thorium salt reactors and nuclear energy. That might be the greatest way of reducing our carbon footprint. So nuclear energy went from being this very big boogeyman term, oh, Chernobyl, oh, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, to now being one of our best bets for actually fighting climate change. It was something that was initially bad, that we repurposed and used for good. Same thing for psychographics. Now, although maybe this is one of those few times when corporate interests aren't the best motivator for something, because greed would probably overtake that. And I'm not a socialist saying this, I'm just like, it just seems like it would be something that happens. But it does seem as though it's the best solution. Now, for a lot of people, psychographics, the issue isn't even the fact that it has radicalized people. It's the fact that it's something that corporate entities have used to manipulate the minds of people, brainwashing, which again, I can completely agree with. That is very sus and very, I would almost even call it criminal. But as I said, it's something that's already out there. And you could just look at it as another form of advanced propaganda. But I don't want to sound like an apologist for the companies that have used this. I don't agree with Facebook. I don't agree with Twitter or Google or any of the things that any of the corporate entities that have used this to manipulate a populace with disinformation, or rather misinformation. There's a difference. I'm not entirely certain. One is out and out false. The other one is just like, it's like it worded in a way to confuse and promote societal disconnect. So I do firmly believe we should approach this with an air of caution, but I do also believe that we could use this to potentially get our fractured society on the same page. But that's all I got for today. Remember to like and subscribe, and always remember, folks, make waves.